Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, this is my next top 5 list. The Bulldogs' favorite top 5 stand-up comedians of all time. This list was suggested to me by Dominic Romeo, so thank you for the suggestion. I like this list very much. Remember, I got to make decisions. There's lots of great comedians that can make this list, but here goes mine. At number 5, Eddie Griffin. I saw him live at the Funny Bone. I've seen all of his specials. Eddie Griffin is funnier than hell. What he can do with his eyes and his face and the way he talks about his family. His special about growing up in Kansas City and his uncles and his family members is one of the funniest movies I have ever seen. Well, how can you? Undercover Brother, his role in that. I mean, Eddie Griffin, his Michael Jackson imitation. I mean, Eddie Griffin is one funny dude. So he comes in at number 5. Number 4, David Chappelle. I love David Chappelle. I saw him live at the Funny Bone down in Newport. He was stoned. He did the whole set, smoking a cigarette, sitting on a stool. But David Chappelle, his act, I mean, all of them, like Clayton Bigsby, all those skits he did on his show, I mean, they are just so damn funny. Number 3, the Godfather himself. Many always put him at number 1, Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor was one funny dude. I mean, I love Richard Pryor's stand-up. He's a trailblazer, and he belongs, but many will say, at number 1. But you're going to understand why after you hear my 1 and 2. Number 2 of all time, Eddie Murphy, who was a disciple of Richard Pryor. Eddie Murphy is funnier than hell. I love his imitation of a white person. I love everything he does. His face, his look. When he was on Saturday Night Live, so damn funny. And then coming in at number 1, my all-time favorite comedians, Robin Williams. Folks, I've watched his specials. This guy, his quickness of his mind and everything else, and how fast and he delivers. There's nothing like him. Now, I want to go, before we get to Roger for his honorable mentions, I mean, I know he's a fallen guy. Bill Cosby, clean, great comedy. Jerry Seinfeld, clean, great comedy. I like the little saucy stuff. That's why I like these other comedians. Robin Williams, the exception. So, Roger, I know you said off camera before we got started you like Jay Leno. Who else do you think? But I think you like my list. Go ahead.
I love your list. You stole my thunder when you said Seinfeld, because I've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, the newest season that you can get on Amazon, and
Is there a new season out?
Yeah, you got to get it.
Oh, I've watched every one of them. Curb the Enthusiasm is funny. There's only one thing that he did, Larry David did. When he peed on the cross. Yeah. That was like
that's not good. But he's a Jew,
Yeah, but I tell you, Jared, but he's funny. Bill Maher is funny.
Bill Maher is funny. He's an acquired taste funny though.
Yes.
I'll tell you.
By the way, I disagree with half his stuff, but I think he's funny.
Nothing wrong with disagreeing. In Chappelle, it's the all-time. I would put Chappelle at my number 1 position because
Can't argue with it.
When I go home and I really want to be uplifted because I've had a sad day at Bulldog Media, which is rare, but when I do, I'll go home and watch Comedy Central, some of the old YouTube, Dave Chappelle, and Clayton Bigsby is classic.
Best all-time. My favorite all-time skit of all time.
The In Family?
Yes. That's number 2 all-time skit of all time.
When they show up at the restaurant and Chappelle says to his wife, that's a family I was telling you about. That's one of the funniest all-time skits I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, he's willing to cross the line in a good way.
Here's some more great comedians. Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah. Chris Rock's the best Chris Rock is the video.
Andrew Dice Clay.
The video of how to talk to a police officer.
Right.
That is all-time classic.
How to not get your ass kicked.
If I could link this video to that one, that would be classic. Right. But, I went to see Jay Leno a couple of years ago at the Taft, and he was hilarious telling stories about his mother. And he really, he might use a damn or a shit once in a while, but he doesn't cross the line on F-bombs or anything like that. hilarious. I'll tell you somebody else.
I really admire the clean humor guys because it's hard. I've done comedy. It's easier to throw in a cuss word.
Oh yeah, Steve Martin. If you've ever seen Steve Martin in person, he is hilarious. I mean, he's got that 60s, 70s comedy that is just golden.
You know, the best comedians, I think, are the ones that have a natural facial look.
Yes.
That you look at. I mean, they're not stand-up guys,
right.
But that's why you just look at Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah.
And you want to start laughing.
Well, you know,
you just look at Ben Stiller when he's playing that role,
right?
And you want to start laughing.
It's
Vince Vaughn,
right?
You want to just look at him and you start laughing. They're blessed with that look that just makes their comedy just. John Belushi, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray.
Oh, yeah. Years ago,
Adam Sandler.
When I was at Channel 9, we just flipped to ABC probably 20-something years ago, and we had Drew Carey in the house. And I'll tell you what, now he in person is hilarious.
You know what? Not just Drew Carey, but the other Carey. Can't see his name.
I'll tell you what.
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim.
But let's wrap this up. Any final comments?
I got one more. Craig Ferguson. He's funny as hell too with that English humor.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I don't think anybody can refute that. My 4 through 1.
I agree
any of
with
them
it.
could
I
be
love
numero
it.
uno.
I love it.
This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. This has been the Bulldog Top 5 Favorite Comedians of All Time. Have a great day. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to The Bulldog Show and hit that bell so you'll be alerted when I do other videos. Last but not least, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you.